BMW that he returned.
Okay, so one car was stolen. Okay. So the Infinity was stolen. It's an absolute show. We love it.
Alright, day one of the Lil Durk murder.
Shout out to Cup Boys, man.
First video I see on my timeline is OTF Vonnie buying jewelry at some point with Durk in a store that films everything. And look at this.
Gee, that's my birthday now. You didn't even know.
Crazy. Obviously, I'm gonna try to find as much.
It ain't crazy.
It's Durk money.
Durk money. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? It ain't really crazy. But it's not foreign thing. It's not Lil Durk money. That's not his money. He's buying jewelry from Lil Durk. He's just, you see how Lil Durk is in the background just sitting there not looking at nothing? That's because Vonnie was his assistant and he was just paying for shit, buying stuff for him.
Same thing I said, Vonnie could, he don't need the permission. So he could take the bank card, all them shit.
I think it was even Durk's lawyer at some point.
He could take the bank card, all them shit, and he could have do what he wanted and just blame Durk. Remember, it's Durk money. So it'll be easy for them to say, well, alright, Durk credit card pay for this, that. When really under low, we doing undermining them. Vonnie and them stink.
He's been a lot of real. He tweeted, when someone takes a plea and admits to arranging everything for a murder, then says, but Lil Durk made me do it, which is what Vonnie is doing. It's not snitching to say, I don't know what this guy's talking about. He admits to setting the shit up, he admits to arranging it all, and he has motive to do it.
Yeah, but that ain't what Durk said. Durk added some extra barbecue sauce on the already barbecue chicken.
Well, that's all it. Well,
you know about this? Did you know that King Von? This was King Von last word.
If you, as a person, right, say you do all them things and blame me,
come out and say,
my legal team will say no, it's not me because I do not know about it.
So the narrative
and you have access to everything.
Now, going around somehow is that Durk is snitching. I don't know how that started, but that's just defense strategy. I mean, what else are they going to say? We have no idea what's happening, you know what I'm saying? It's not really snitching to say, I have nothing to do with any of this. The discourse for this trial has been a shit show on Twitter, but let's go into witnesses. Alright, 4 witnesses testified today. After 25-minute recess, prosecutors began calling them. Starting with testimony about the shooting itself, Martha Liulo, who testified regarding LAPD 911 calls, was the first witness. 911 calls police for jurors in which a frantic woman reported the shooting of Robinson. The woman could be heard repeatedly saying, oh my God, as she described the incident. She reported that semi-automatic weapons have been used and said a group of people were responsible. When asked for her information, the woman said she'd not want to be a part of this, explaining that she simply wanted someone to know what happened. The defense did not cross-examine her. That's very common in these cases. I mean, if you and you can probably do that shit. Do you want to get your name over the phone?
Hell no.
I probably didn't call 911. I'm running, dipping, hiding out of there. Alright, LAPD Detective Samuel Murillo testified that the shooting occurred at approximately 5:30 p.m. on August 19, 2022.
That's great.
Murillo said investigators recovered 16 10mm.
Damn, they did that with 10 millimeters? Yeah, they was trying to knock something down. 10 millimeters, boy, that's the bear killer, man.
Jason's 2 9mm shell casings and 1 bullet jacket at the scene. Honda Rondo was driving a black 2018 Escalade that was parked at a pump number 8. After the shooting, the Escalade drove away before coming at a stop at San Vicente Boulevard and Santa Monica Boulevard, which investigators treated as a second crime scene. The video of Quando screaming no, looking at his cousin's dead body.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the site.
We want to know for when let them shoot down, they was laughing and smiling.
Investigators did not find Lindsay's fingerprints or DNA on the gun.
Who is Lindsay?
Seth Brown Eyes, defense attorney, trying to separate his client from the incident as much as possible. You can find my client's DNA or fingerprints, right? Luis, a former LA County Sheriff's deputy, testified that he responded after pedestrians flagged him down. Calvillo approached the Escalade and found a victim bleeding inside the vehicle. He pulled Robinson with an SUV and attempted CPR on the ground next to the vehicle. Body camera footage from Calvillo's perspective was shown to the jurors. Robinson could be heard moaning inside the Escalade before Calvillo removed him. Ponderano could also be heard screaming no, according to Calvillo's testimony. Calvillo testified he was unable to resuscitate Robinson. There was no cross on him either. LA County Medical Examiner Dr. Richard Wu testified about Robinson's autopsy. Wu? Dude, what are with these names in these trials recently? Like, Wu? I'm not saying Asian, straight up. Boone said he performed approximately 3,000 autopsies and testified in court about 75 times.
Whoa.
A photograph of Robson
That's
showed
plenty,
3
man.
gunshot wounds and an exit wound was shown to the jurors. Boone testified that Robson suffered 4 gunshot wounds and listed the cause of death as gunshot wounds and the manner of death as homicide. 1 bullet wound entered the left side of Robinson's chest, striking his left rib, left lung, and heart. This sounds just like the Foley case, like the chest somewhere, and hit the lungs and the heart and ribs. Boone testified that the wound would cause internal bleeding and damage to the lung and heart, making breathing and blood circulation difficult.
Right.
2 gunshot wounds were located on Robinson's left bicep, with 1 produced an exit wound. A 4th gunshot was located on his left front forearm. There's no cross on him either. A lot of no cross today. It's pretty standard because it's just basic facts that they really can't dispute about, autopsy and everything. The
Right.
911 caller records are always pretty boring in every trial. Literally, like, want to fucking jump out a window when the 911 caller person was up there. Afternoon testing focuses on cars, surveillance, and alleged logistics. After lunch, prosecutors presented extensive surveillance and financial evidence. Here we go. To connect the alleged shooters to banks and for the movements preceding the shooting. Remember, Durk's lawyer is going to be like, he had nothing to do with this. He's an artist. People around him could have done it. I think even one of their motions, it was kind of like, Durk could have been near it because he's associated with these people, but he wasn't a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Media members were allowed into the courtroom at 1:20 p.m., 20 minutes after court returned during investigator testifying for the prosecution. Jurors returned still images from surveillance video footage in Beverly Hills provided by the Beverly Hills Police Department. The images showed Robinson's black Escalade traveling with a white Infiniti and a white BMW following closely behind. That's from the indictment. I'll put it on the screen. I'll try to put as many pictures on the screen as possible for you guys.
But who you seeing in
Investigator
the
testified that the
vehicles?
license plate on the white
Who you
Infiniti was
seeing in the vehicles?
fraudulent.
You're not
Just
seeing
said the
nobody.
white BMW was associated with the VEM Exotic Rentals, a LA luxury car rental company. The jury was shown an image of Banks with a VEM employee inside the company's rental facility, as well as an image.
So you motherfuckers went to rent from what?
Funny,
So y'all went to
Funny,
rent.
stupid boy, way.
To go to a murder. Y'all rent the cars from somebody who you already done business
Dog, he's a
with. You already
cunt.
associated with. On record because y'all got pictures. That don't make sense.
Boy,
His
You see how
website
people can
featuring
set you up?
Banks.
I like that yellow interior on that.
That boy stupid boy.
If you want
I
the
like the
chance
black
to
man.
win 2 tickets to a UFC
Nigga,
event in Los
nigga,
Angeles,
I'm
you
right.
gotta skip
Right
$2,000
true, right
to
true.
Listen to this right now. Stop what you're doing and listen.
No.
Morgan Morgan is giving away 2 tickets to UFC 331 in Los Angeles plus $2,000.
Nigga. Like pay advertisement though.
Asian when Durk rented a car. Like, I guarantee his defense lawyer is going to pick that apart and be like, do you know when he rented a car last from Exotic Rentals? But that's crazy. That's not good. That connects him to the rental car agency.
Exactly.
Or company.
That's not good.
That rented
my
out
car
a car that was
That
involved in
mean I
the
use
murder.
it.
Investigator testified that
company
EM did not
car.
have a rental record for the
That's my
BMW during the
personal
period
car,
of the
my
shooting.
company
However, investigators
car.
obtained surveillance footage showing Grant returning the BMW on August 20th. I mean, I can see why Lonnie's.
Right. You know why I laugh? Unless I go he no laugh funny or the real stupid. All you're real stupid because you do all that shit. Cause of your bullshit. Everything come down. Right? And now you get hold. Cause you see jackass. Or you custom deal, or you deal with this person, or you do business with this person, or you rent vehicles from this person to do music videos. And you will still use the man company credit card to fucking when they can't go and do a murder. That's why Durk was right when he sing me song. See niggas killing people and putting shit on Instagram. A little better they just go and tell the police how they really do it. And all they use him on company card, right? That the record label card. You have all access to it. As he personal assistant, the man who does make sure and book this, do that, you have all the access. Everything will really point to you. But they don't go really watch Durk or the behind Durk because they want Durk. But how the hell? I don't have to know everything all they do. Right, you can take it out and tell me, right, or they take it out for the music video. You take out one time. I don't have to know about that. Can use the company card. So I don't know you take out anything for the music video. No, they take out and you go and do what you have to do. Everything falling back on me. What? Nigga. That's why Durk not snitching. He illegal team doing the right thing.
Twitch, bro. Like, they have evidence of him everywhere.
Yeah.
On camera, returning the murder vehicle, buying mass at REI. Then you go to Verizon.
Who the hell doing it?
Verizon.
Buy a new phone.
Vonnie.
But why did they
Not
have a
Durk.
record of that period during the shooting? That's bizarre, right? Prosecutors then showed jurors multiple photographs of Grant Banks together, which they said demonstrated Grant's role as Banks' assistant and showed Grant making purchases on Banks' behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Chief was stated from the white BMW allegedly
See,
rented by
it'll be
Grant
on
was
his
also
behalf
presented.
because
Investigators testified that the BMW was parked at a location several blocks from the mobile gas station during the shooting, roughly a 7-minute walk away. So are they saying this wasn't the car with the shooters in it? It was
Right. It was Vonnie
was in the
stalking
car.
him.
Surveillance video from the alley behind the gas station was
See,
presented
see?
evidence that stolen
Yes,
white
yes,
Infiniti
see?
with fraudulent plates was the vehicle containing the 3 shooters. Interesting. So the BMW that he returned.
So one car was stolen. So the Infiniti was stolen, but the rental car was what? Which is still fucking stupid.
Stupid.
Why would
Yeah,
they-
you still call
contained
that
the 3 shooters. Interesting. So the BMW that he returned to that company, I think they're hinting that he was in that car. Investigator identified Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and Casey OTF Jan Hester as the 3 alleged shooters. Because the men were wearing ski masks and black hoodies during the shooting, the investigators said they were identified through their clothing, including their shoes and pants. So do they have pictures of them
Probably.
in the same clothes and shoes or
I
whatever?
think they went to like In-N-Out afterwards.
Yeah.
and shit. They went to like In-N-Out burger and bought a burger.
I just wish this was all live streamed, but I get it. Trying to protect witnesses.
Yeah.
Evidence footage
So
shows
no,
3 men
all
later
the fuck-
entering in and out.
Yeah, they went to
Oh,
fucking
they trying to
In-N-Out.
put me down.
Like laughing and like, what?
I forgot about that in-and-out footage. Prosecutors ordered their shoes and paints remained unchanged, allowing investigators to connect them to the mass figure seen during the shooting. They got
Their
burgers.
shoes and what?
It's remained unchanged, allowing investigators to connect them to the mass figure seen during the shooting.
Prosecutors argued that their shoes and pants. Oh, I thought you said pants.
Me too.
Shoes and pants remain unchanged. So these motherfuckers had the same shoes and the same pants on and went to In-N-Out Burger to get a burger and surprise after they
These
just
niggas
killed
so
somebody.
stupid. I asked Durk, what's good on with all them?
Just kill that guy. You want to go get some food? Yeah.
I'm hungry. Yeah, we know smoke that nigga. I'm hungry.
Allowing investigators
You
to
talking
connect
about
them to the mass figure seen during the shooting. They got burgers after
Hey,
killing someone.
Durk by A.
Allegedly. And now be hidden.
I know,
Yeah.
see, boy, where you
This
look,
was
I
evidence
never
footage from the
do
gas station
Yeah,
footage
now
from
after-
jurors.
yeah, yeah.
The footage showed a white Infiniti passing the Escalade before pulling into an alley behind the station. Rondo Rasmussen and Carlos Johnson that entered the gas station before returning to Escalade. Rondo was seen in the rear passenger seat with Robson behind the driver and Johnson in the front passenger seat. The footage then showed 3 guns appearing in the frame and firing at Escalade. Prosecutors also presented financial evidence involving an American Express account registered to the bank's manager, Ola.
I don't want you about that picture.
The account had 4 registered names.
Ali
Prosecutors
Bogora.
reported
Ali
identifying
Bogora.
Jason Smith as the purchaser of flights from Chicago to San Diego for people prosecutors alleged were involved in the plot, including Brown Eyes, Jam, and Flacco. That was a lot there. So this is the
Let's
financial.
read that. Prosecutors also presented financial evidence involving an American Express account registered to bank's manager. The account had 4 registered names, and prosecutors showed jurors records identifying Jason Smith as the purchaser of flights from Chicago to. Who is Jason Smith? Who is
I
that?
know want to do that.
Purchasing flights from Chicago to San Diego for people prosecutors alleged were involved in the plot, including Lindsay Hester. Hester is Jam. So it's Brown Eyes,
Jam.
Jam, and the other dude.
Part of things where
And
they're going to try to connect this auditor
Flacco.
at his direction, his money,
Mhm.
OTF funded, you know what I mean? What the defense can do though is be like, he has assistants and managers for his car. You think
Yeah.
he monitors all his finances? You think rappers monitor all their
No.
finances? Every little thing people are buying and
Yeah,
spending
people
on?
to
I mean,
do
I'm
that.
sure some do that are
Yeah,
smarter
have people
and,
to
like,
do that.
don't want to go broke, but
And the
Yeah,
top
these
people
guys
there, you
are
know
making
where that
attention
money
when
messing
they do
from
their
here.
place.
But
No.
in this
Different
case,
from
not these
investigator
niggas.
alleged Wilson
They
arrived
telling
at
them
San
shit.
Diego Airport with Jones.
Them killing people.
And Lindsay on a United
And-
flight,
and-
while
and-
Houston
and
and
then
Hester
even
arrived
tell-
late on a Southwest flight. Defense
I even
footage
tell
also
them
shows
that
BMW
we
sitting in front of the
use it
hotel
What?
where victims were staying. The investigator testified. Holy shit!
What is
They
it?
found their
You see him on the
Surveillance
set up
footage also
everything,
showed
you see him on
the BMW
stage.
and Infinity in front of the Level Hotel where the victims were staying. Oh yeah,
home where the victims were staying. The investigator testified.
I heard that.
Holy shit! They found their hotel and they were just sitting out front. This is crazy as shit. Prosecution further showed evidence that 4 black ski masks were purchased by Grant on the morning of August 18th. I mean, no wonder this guy flipped, bro.
Yeah.
He's on camera.
Doing
Just
everything.
purchasing masks.
Buying ski masks.
Return the car.
Y'all would have
driving
been
around.
better just using your T-shirt. Why would you go buy a ski
Why
mask?
buying a ski mask if you get it in your house?
That's fucking stupid.
stalking someone. Robinson family cried when the gas station footage
See
was
what-
shown.
You see why they stay from crime?
Does not care about who wins
Stay
this case.
away from
42
crime,
Noble
people.
does not care
Stay
about who
away
wins this
from
case.
it.
The bank does not care
These
about who wins
stupid,
this
stay
case.
away.
Brown eyes
I
always
really
said,
think we could do
especially
out
with
here.
Cash App or flight records. So do they have a digital trail of anyone being paid, or is it just witness testimony? That's what I was trying to
They
get.
don't have a
It's just
digital
witness testimony
trail.
that they got paid cash.
'Cause
And
if
that's
they
flight
had a-
records. I thought they came out on a United flight.
They don't have a digital trail because if they had a digital trail, right, that would have been one of the biggest evidence in the case. Like number one, besides these witnesses who is guilty to the fact, one who do everything, who plan everything, and then trying to say it's Durk. Right, so
They want to charge to be them before they be caught. They need it to be caught. If they don't get them caught,
what are going on again in it? What that he and Rondo and them was talking about was squash beef.
they don't get half of it.
Boy, hey, these men so stupid. Because at the end of the day, all they do all this shit, use the company credit card because I see only have man have money. All you do have it, so they use my money. Automatically, everything go end up coming at me. Oh God, boy. Durk, you're doing the right thing. Do good
Right,
on.
like pay money.
Yeah, Durk is wearing a silver suit with the side of his hair faded with a black tie. Brown is wearing a black suit with glasses. DD is wearing a blue suit with a white dress shirt.
So Lil Durk
Both
cut his
Durk's
hair?
mom said this.
Yeah,
I don't
Durk
go
cut
back
the
and
hair.
forth. If I could walk and give his mom, Lil Durk's mom, a hug, I would.
Mm.
Wow. A bunch of fans outside with free Durk shirts. There's Drew Finling. He doesn't give a statement though. They followed them from the Level Hotel in the morning of August 19th. That's crazy. They like knew the hotel location. On August 19th, Quando Rondo and Lil Pep
Yeah, that's
went
crazy.
into the vape store and two vehicles
Yeah,
would
it
circle
is.
the store until they left. They later both drove a red light to keep up with Quando's vehicle.
Y'all didn't see
That
them.
is so risky in LA.
Y'all didn't see them blowing no red light?
White Penny would also circle the gas station before parking, and the crew getting out wearing black clothing and ski masks start shooting Quando. It sounds like I got the gist.
Wait, what happened? The white Infinity was circling the gas station before parking, and the crew getting out wearing black clothing and ski masks and start shooting at Quando Rondo's black Escalade. It sounded like they was like a little too lackadaisical, thinking that they was good because they was in LA and shit like that, which makes sense. But when you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you in a crazy situation like that, you know you in a real beef where motherfuckers just already got killed, man. You can't do that. You can't do. Cause I don't even think they have security. You can't do that. Motherfucker blew a red light behind you and you ain't seen them. And then somebody circled the vape store, you ain't seen them. They circled the gas station, nobody saw them. Like, hey, what that car keep circling this bitch? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But that's why you gotta have security,
Coulda-
especially when you in a situation like this, bro.
Coulda
When you in
thought
real
they
beef,
would- man
real
can't
hip
come
hop,
out of
real rap,
outside.
but really getting killed, niggas shooting at you and shit like that. You gotta be. I would've been riding around with the police, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, ain't no way.
Parking,
Yeah.
the crew getting out wearing black clothing and ski
Aye, we
masks
had it
start
right
shooting
on.
Quando.
Bulletproof
It
truck
sounds
at
like I got the
least,
gist of day one.
I
Not a
did
lot of
truck
calls
had
in
the
mentioned by the lawyers. They're gonna try to pick apart these cooperative witnesses though. Like
Yeah.
these snitches, they're gonna get picked apart and they're gonna make them look like they're liars.
Mhm.
They're just doing this in their best interest. They're facing life in prison. They're lying. They're making it up. Durk wasn't involved.
Yeah.
No one got paid. There's no
Yeah.
record of this. No record of that.
Yeah.
This text is out of context. They're gonna try to get that in front of the jury as much
Yeah,
as
they
possible.
said that too.
Prosecution did file a motion at one point saying you can't try to clarify and say things are out of context and use Durk's statements. Because then that opens the door for us to talk about a lot more things.
Right.
That's it for this video. Subscribe.
We gonna see how this is the trial continuing today?
50-50 right now.
Is Lil Durk trial
Yes, the
continuing today?
Yes, it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
It is continuing today. After opening statements again yesterday, it was Monday. Not guilty. So yeah, we're gonna get more information today especially from Trapper Ross at least. So we're gonna see, man. I don't know. Like I said, I think they all cooked. I don't think snitching is gonna save nobody. I think they all gonna be cooked. Like I think the minimum somebody could probably do is like 20 years.
Yeah.
18 or some shit like
Snitching
that.
ain't gonna
I
help
think
them.
that's the best case scenario for anybody at this point.
Snitching
Even
ain't gonna
Durk.
help them.
Like,
At once,
do I think that I don't know how much evidence is gonna be there. I haven't like
Boy, Durk,
off the top of my head, I don't remember everything.
Durk
but
go beat it, boy.
I don't think the feds gonna let him
Go
walk.
beat it.
I don't think they gonna let him just come home right now. I think he's gonna do some time. We gonna see though.
See the well, that's my reaction on the Durk try. I'll do another one. Catch you all again. Subscribe, like, follow your channel. YouTube, Kick, Twitch.